Welcome to this video on the ketogenic diet, where we will explore the science, various approaches, and practical insights behind this popular dietary method. We will discover the fascinating science of keto, from its medical origins to its modern applications for health and performance. This program is brought to you by Series of Thoughts as part of their Fitness and Diet series. We begin with Chapter 1, covering the origins and scientific foundations of the ketogenic diet, setting the stage for understanding how and why this approach works. The ketogenic diet evolved from ancient practices. Around 500 BC, Hippocrates documented fasting to treat seizures. In 1921, Dr. Russell Wilder coined the term ketogenic diet at the Mayo Clinic, mimicking the benefits of fasting without full abstinence. It quickly became a treatment for drug-resistant epilepsy, particularly in pediatric patients. The Mayo Clinic in Rochester, Minnesota is recognized as the birthplace of the ketogenic diet, where physicians pioneered this sustainable medical therapy. The ketogenic diet is defined by three main macronutrient ratios: high fat, typically 70 to 80% of daily calories, very low carbohydrate, often under 50 grams per day, and moderate protein, 10 to 20%. The primary goal is to shift the body's fuel source from glucose to ketone bodies, achieving nutritional ketosis. Keto works by a four-step metabolic shift. First, carbohydrate depletion exhausts glycogen reserves. Second, fat mobilization breaks down fatty acids. Third, ketone production converts these fatty acids into ketone bodies. Finally, brain adaptation allows the brain to use ketones for up to 70% of its energy. Chapter 2 explores the health impacts and scientific evidence supporting the use of the ketogenic diet. Keto's medical legacy began with epilepsy. It re-emerged in the 1990s as a viable alternative for seizure control. Today, research is exploring expanding applications for obesity, type 2 diabetes, Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, traumatic brain injury, and certain cancers. Recent research highlights keto's benefits for weight loss and metabolism, showing significant visceral fat reduction while preserving lean muscle mass. Participants also reported improved energy levels and quality of life scores, challenging some conventional wisdom about high-fat diets. Advanced analysis can visualize the metabolic transformation, showing targeted fat loss, particularly in harmful visceral deposits, while muscle tissue is preserved. Controversies and limitations exist. Long-term effects are still under investigation. The keto flu challenge during the initial adaptation period causes transient symptoms. Furthermore, medical supervision is essential, as keto is not a one-size-fits-all solution. Chapter 3 introduces the various approaches and variations of the ketogenic diet. Beyond classic strict keto, modified versions offer flexibility. The modified Atkins diet allows higher protein and slightly more carbs, making it easier to follow. The MCT ketogenic diet utilizes medium-chain triglyceride oils for efficient ketone conversion, allowing more carb and protein intake. For athletes, the targeted ketogenic diet incorporates carbs around workouts for performance. The cyclical ketogenic diet alternates strict keto days with higher carb refeeding days to balance benefits with psychological relief and flexibility. Keto food choices emphasize premium animal proteins, low-carb vegetables like leafy greens and cruciferous vegetables, and healthy fats such as avocados, olive oil, and butter. A perfect keto meal combines quality proteins, healthy fats, and low-carb vegetables, offering visual inspiration for nutrient-dense and satisfying eating that fuels metabolic transformation. Chapter 4 covers practical considerations and how to manage the challenges of adopting a ketogenic lifestyle. The keto flu is characterized by symptoms like headaches and fatigue, typically emerging 24 to 72 hours after restriction. It's caused by electrolyte imbalance and metabolic recalibration. Relief strategies include increased water intake and significant electrolyte supplementation. Symptoms usually resolve within 3 to 7 days. Monitoring and medical guidance are vital. Professional consultation, regular monitoring of health markers like blood ketones and lipid profiles, and personalized adjustments ensure safety and effectiveness. Special populations require careful consideration. Pediatric epilepsy patients need strict medical protocols. Adults with type 2 diabetes must have close supervision to adjust medication and prevent hypoglycemia. Keto is contraindicated for certain metabolic disorders, severe kidney or liver disease, pregnancy, and breastfeeding. The role of dietary fat is being reconsidered. Fat is essential for many bodily functions. Research suggests that controlled saturated fat intake within a low-carbohydrate ketogenic context may not be linked to increased cardiovascular risk, fundamentally challenging older low-fat dogma. This video illustrates the difference between glucose-based and ketone-based metabolism, demonstrating how the body can efficiently use either fuel source depending on the availability of macronutrients. For sustainability, social and psychological factors must be managed. Cyclical approaches can improve long-term adherence. Emphasis on nutrient-dense whole foods prevents deficiencies. The most successful practitioners view keto as a flexible, adaptable metabolic framework. Emerging research is exploring how keto modulates gut microbiota and its therapeutic applications in cancer, Alzheimer's, and Parkinson's. The field needs large-scale, long-term clinical trials to establish definitive evidence on safety and optimal strategies. A landmark case study at Johns Hopkins Medical Center showed remarkable results for drug-resistant pediatric epilepsy. Approximately 70% of patients experienced at least a 50% reduction in seizure frequency, and a subset achieved complete remission, highlighting keto's therapeutic power. For type 2 diabetes management, implementing keto under medical supervision often leads to improved glycemic control, enhanced insulin sensitivity, and reduced medication requirements. Many patients achieve better blood sugar control, potentially leading to diabetes remission. Never attempt this without professional guidance. Practical tips for starting keto include strategic meal planning, meticulous tracking of macros, prioritizing hydration and electrolytes, and finding a support system to improve long-term success. Preparation is key. Gathering your keto starter essentials will set you up to begin your journey confidently and safely. In summary, the ketogenic diet is a powerful metabolic tool with proven benefits and flexible approaches. Essential safeguards like education, health monitoring, and medical guidance are crucial. Keto is a legitimate metabolic strategy with real benefits and limitations, but when approached thoughtfully, it can be transformative. To ensure an informed, supported, and sustainable keto journey, embrace science-backed knowledge and personalize your approach with expert help. Remember, flexibility and self-compassion enable lasting results. The best diet is the one you can sustain, and keto offers powerful tools